from the inside, Nick Andrews, Jinsu Jung, Aaron Stubbs, Alexander Hartman, Jack Hale, Benuve Tumbakatoro, Joseph Miller, and WK Himasha Airshan. Now, we've had to say goodbye to Catherine Mitchell. She wants to shoot back over there and watch the last few rounds of the Jav. And we've joined Tamsin, myself, and Melinda Gainsford-Taylor. We see Stubbs in the blocks. Without Clark in the race, he's the fastest so far this season.
Well, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? You know, if we talk about what happens throughout the season, but it comes down to this moment. And then it comes, you know, looking at the results from the semi-finals, we've got Aaron Stubbs, who ran 10:39. We've got Alex Hartman, who ran 10:31. And we've got Jack Hale, who ran 10:36. So it makes it a very, very close race. And it's going to make it an incredibly exciting race.
Well, they're all actually trying to get their first national title.
Yeah.
None of these athletes have actually won a national title. Well, Hartman's won a national title in the 200, and Benuve's got 2 silvers, previously beaten by an Australians. We see Louis Stenmark there, solo, killing it, looking in good form. Unfortunately, Louis, he might have been in that final. He hurt his hammy down in Canberra, but we might see him back in some pretty good shape shortly.
And kept running for a little while, didn't he? What a brave
Tried to be Burt Cameron.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be Burt Cameron. If you don't know who Burt Cameron is, look up the 1984 semi-final.
Yep.
But yeah, we're going to see some first-time national title winners.
There's Joseph Miller from New Zealand, who's the fastest.
The fastest New Zealander.
New Zealander.
And he looked good in his semi. He looked like all he wanted to do was just qualify. So he was, and he just looked so confident about doing it. So obviously he didn't win that semi, but he looked confident that he was in control the whole way.
Well, this is the thing. You know, we sit down here and we look at the times. They're quite irrelevant now.
Yep.
I mean, the whole idea was to make this final and to get to this final, and this is where it's from. That's from Lauren Wells. Gutsy 400-metre running tonight, girls. Morgan Mitchell, Jess Thornton, Annalise Ruby, Caitlin Jones.
Yeah,
my
Loz,
heart was in my mouth. I can agree with you, Loz.
she might find herself joining a couple of those athletes in a 4x4, possibly, over in Rio.
You have a 4-hurdler in the team. They're always penciled in as possibilities, you know, because you just never know what happens at championships. So
it's great to have,
stranger things, haven't you? The more emergencies you can have, the better.
And they always seem to be able to throw out a good split. Brendan Cole and Tristan Thomas, for example.
Yeah. Yep, they've helped us win some medals at major championships.
They certainly have. As you see the guys getting lined up, some big fans of... when you come to New South Wales, Sydney Uni always has... is your daughter still out there, Mel?
There she is, on the right-hand side. She's excited about being on television, as you can
she
tell.
needs to get a better seat for the 100. She needs to come down this end. It's probably not as comfortable. There's less beanbags down in the finish line.
She's pretty shy, as you can see.
Is she the one that can run?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a good little sprinter, I hear.
Yeah, she does well. Alex Hartman, bronze medal in this event last year. Would love to have that national title that Matt spoke about. It's just so incredibly and special to have your first 100-metre title when you're a sprinter. Jack Hale, the new sensation, got so much attention since he was very young and has been delivering.
Yeah, Benuve Tumbakatoro. Luckily, I've got a Fijian friend who told me how to say it.
I just love hearing you say it.
But he's finished second at the last 2 titles. He was second behind Tim Leithart in 2014, second behind Josh Clark in 2015. And he's coming back into form. Queensland Track Classic was his first race, and he said he was a bit nervous before that, and he ran maybe a 10.50, and obviously now he's in 10.4s. So he's quick. And a Sri Lankan friend, he's went to the World Junior Championships in 2014. And first time we've seen him in Australia, and well, he's showed a bit of shape. Can travel.
And a good starter.
Yeah, he gets away quick. Looks really relaxed out of the blocks. It doesn't look fast, but it must be powerful. Gets him out there. It's
what he gets out of those first few strides.
Yeah.
It's quite unique if you can get that much power and generate it so quickly.
Same to see Hartman come out of the blocks. It's not a quick turnover, but it's very powerful.
And those long levers.
He gets them moving, that's for sure. There's a silence. Comes over the stadium. The last event on Saturday night. From the inside, Andrews, Jung, Stubbs, Hartman, Hale, Tumbakatoro, Miller, and Ishan. And we are away. Stubbs getting a very... Ooh.
Do you know what? It looked like Stubbs broke. Or someone on the inside lane, I reckon.
I didn't get to finish. Stubbs get a good start, but maybe it might have been too good.
Oh, Mel.
Yes, it's probably one of the toughest rules, I think, in track and field. Now we've come into this.
Joseph Miller walking straight across to the
maybe his block slipped
officials.
And Stubbs did have just an amazing start.
Here we go. In lane 7, second from the outside, the New Zealander.
I know
Yeah,
he's just
definitely a slippage from
Yeah, he
Miller.
got a great start, Stubbs. How annoying.
Yeah.
A great start.
We need to get some, with
Sorry
a new
about that,
track,
Aaron.
there is a bit of loose track on top. So we may need someone, maybe one of the officials, to step on the back of his blocks. It's not something you want to have, but luckily they've pulled it up, and obviously not his fault.
No.
I'm just glad there was no break.
No, exactly. And here we are. We're placing another pair of blocks because, you know, especially when you get to the stronger men, the power they get out there. And also, too, with a new track, you know, a new tartan can be a little bit loose, but can be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, you look at the sand pit out here and you come around to the steps and you look at the power there. He's already rocking just the foot placements.
Even there then.
Yeah.
Is there a rule in place that if blocks do slip back, they have to call it back? Or is it just that the official's nice?
Well, it's up to the officials. You know, they've got a criteria, you know, that they need to tick to be able to make that happen.
It's good that he did pull it back,
yeah,
though.
Absolutely. You know, and this is interesting too now as a sprinter. You're coming in now, you've got to reset. I mean, delivering this 100 metre is about mentally being able to be strong enough to do it.
Yeah.
This is where it becomes challenging. And it's the athlete that can refocus and feel as though nothing's happened and deliver the race that they want.
And we're away cleanly. Hale getting a good start. So is Harvin. Andrews on the inside, but here comes Stubbs. He's into his running. Alex Harvin coming home very late. It's going to be between Stubbs and Harvin. Alex Harvin, he's the champion. It's going to be very tight between Hale and Stubbs for that silver medal. But Alex Harvin is your national 100 metre champion.